Hey guys, so you can see that I partially completed the map because I don't want to give you all of the answers. I highlighted up at the top that you guys should be using page 442 in your textbook, and I crossed out the old page here in the PDF as well. So I just wanted to highlight that country number 9 is Ireland. I know that there were a lot of little oopses on our last map. So 9 is Ireland. They're kind of independent now, or seen as their own country. Here for 17, I put E for Estonia, La for Latvia, 19 is Li for Lithuania, and 20 East for East Prussia, because I want to make sure these are the new countries to us. So I want to make sure that I'm being as helpful and as clear as possible. I wanted to go over number 22, Czechoslovakia. And the reason why I wanted to go over number 22 is I realized in my last video, I didn't even get to tell you guys the fun fact that helps me identify it on a map. And it's that it looks like a loogie. Like something when you spit on the ground and the way that it falls. So I always actually refer to Czechoslovakia as the loogie of Europe, not as that's what the country is like, but what it looks like to help me identify where it is on the map. So 22 is Czechoslovakia. I wanted to make sure that I reminded you guys that number 28 is Yugoslavia, a country that no longer exists. And 28 is down here. This is where Bosnia, Serbia all got absorbed into. I did want to highlight that Turkey is still number 31. And then I came down here and I wanted to highlight the new numbers that you guys have to make sure that you're identifying. So over here on the map is number 35. 35 is this western portion of Czechoslovakia that Hitler is going to ask for at the Munich conference. We're going to read about that in 10.3 and in 12.1. So that's the Sudetenland. The next part over here is 36, is this little area that I've just colored in blue, and that's going to be called the Rhineland. This too is going to be another part of Germany that Hitler is going to use to violate the Treaty of Versailles. He's going to put German military inside there, and no one's going to say much of anything. And then the last one is number 37, and this one's kind of tricky because, as you can see, it's this dotted line along the French border with Switzerland, Germany, and just a little bit of Luxembourg. And that we're going to read about in 12.1 and 12.2. And that's something called the Maginot Line. It's not Maginot, it's Maginot, it's French. And we'll be reading about that amazing concrete structure in just a couple of weeks. So those are the 3 new areas of the map that I wanted to make sure that we're all aware of before I print this and upload this. So what you want to make sure that you're going to do is you're going to come to these 3 dots up here in the top right screen, the settings and more, and then you're going to click print. And you want to make sure that you are going to click to make it a Microsoft PDF, which is exactly what it is. And then you're going to have to change the orientation to landscape, so that way it all uploads all your answers. So that's kind of really cool. And then you're just going to hit print. And then it's going to ask you, where do you want to save this to? And what do you want to title it? And that's going to be the most important thing. So I'm going to make sure I title this as World War II Map of Europe. And specifically when I put it on my PC, I want to make sure that it goes onto the desktop because I want to be able to easily find it. So I've saved my map of World War II to my desktop, and you can see that it's going there now. So I'm going to come up here into my canvas. And so in Canvas, I'm going to start off on the home page, and it's really easy. If you just come over here to your to-do list, you guys can see that, like, oh snap, as a student, I still have to take that, unit test for Russian Revolution, and I have to do the warm-up. I have to make sure I look at that announcement about adjusting the calendar, and I have to take that vocab quiz. And then right up here, it says upload map of World War II Europe. So I'm just going to click on it right on in here instead of going into my assignments page. And so it'll take me directly to it. and I'm going to make sure that I submit the assignment. But first, I want to read just in case. So we're doing our next map. Very cool. It is super similar to World War I Europe. There are very small changes. And so I did watch the video on how to download this into OneNote. So I'm good there. I did look on page 442 to do all my answers for what I had. So that's awesome. This is the video that I'm making so that I can help you upload the assignment. And then here it's saying, oh snap, for your peer review. Okay, you're going to have to come back into this assignment tomorrow through Monday to correct someone's map. Make sure that your comments citing which nations are spelled incorrectly. You're helping your classmates in their future map quizzes by doing this. And if you do a poor job, such as saying it's 100% correct when it's actually not, that affects your score, not the other person's score. So please make sure you take this seriously. And I know last week or last time, a lot of kids had difficulty uploading the map. It wasn't actually showing. So you can just upload a list of the nation's areas of the world if the map isn't working out for you. So just one and then the answer to the answer. Any way to make sure that you get that all set. So I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to click submit assignment. And I'm going to file upload. I'm going to choose a file. And so this is why I wanted to make sure that I have it saved on my desktop, because it's going to make it really easy for me. So I've got my World War II map of Europe, and I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to submit the assignment. And all I have to do is wait for the computer to say that it's been submitted. And I'm going to go off. I'm going to finish my reading questions because I know those are to tomorrow. And then just remember right here, you're going to come back tomorrow and you're going to look for peer reviews that have been assigned. So you're actually going to make sure you come back to the screen, click that, and correct someone else's. So I hope this was super helpful. Okay, bye guys.